And thanks for joining us on this Monday night. I'm Sabrina Daly, and here's what's making headlines. Police are sounding the alarm on Christmas safety after a surge in burglaries and deadly robberies across the country. The high-profile triple murder trial of former cop Elmer Nam moves forward in the High Court, with all evidence ruled admissible. Down south in Toledo, two brothers are hospitalized after a violent stabbing with a broken pint bottle. Police have a female relative in custody. Plus, a Caribbean sprinter vessel crashes into mangroves over the weekend. And animal cruelty cases are climbing again, prompting calls for zero tolerance. These stories and more are coming up in just 60 seconds. News 5 starts now.
When Shell V-Power flows through your engine, confidence flows through you. Choose the fuel that 100% cleans critical engine parts and keeps your engine performing like new.
Christmas, live easy with DigiWallet. We're giving away over $100,000 in prizes and giveaways with over 200 winners across Belize. And getting entries is easy. Every $10 plus DigiWallet usage equals one entry. Top up, send and receive money, buy Bolito, shop and pay, and more. Earn even more entries when you buy a device from Digi or Cellular World. Sign up for a Digi One bundle. Make the switch to Digi and more. Live easy with DigiWallet this Christmas.
This newscast is brought to you by the Belize Bank Limited. Our country, your bank.
The holidays are here, but so is a spike in crime, and police want everyone to stay safe. Just last week, two Sarita delivery drivers were brutally murdered during a robbery while on the job. And it hasn't stopped there. This week alone, we've seen an early morning break-in and suspected arson at the brand new Island supermarket in San Pedro. Then, as if that wasn't enough, a Belize Bank branch was hit in another break-in early this morning. Now with Christmas shopping in full swing, police are sharing practical tips to help businesses and residents stay safe during the season. News 5's Brittany Gordon has the details.
Christmas is just around the corner, less than 2 weeks away. And while Belizeans are busy wrapping gifts and planning family dinners, authorities are encouraging everyone to slow down and make safety a priority. This morning around 3:30 a.m., a Belize Bank branch in Dangriga was burglarized. And while nothing was reportedly stolen, several pieces of equipment were extensively damaged. Police are still on the hunt for those responsible, says Assistant Superintendent of Police Stacey Smith.
The alarms of the Belize Bank Limited, located on 2484 Ecumenical Drive, Dangriga Town, went off. The officers proceeded to that location, and upon their arrival, they noted signs of forced entry to the rear of the building. And upon making further checks, they observed that the building was apparently ransacked. The officers spoke to the branch manager, who stated from her review of the bank, nothing was stolen so far, neither finance nor electronic device. However, the investigation in this matter continues.
Police recommend installing security cameras where possible and making sure every door is locked. In the early hours of Sunday morning, a supermarket in San Pedro was targeted, with burglars reportedly breaking in, ransacking the establishment, and setting a shopping cart full of groceries on fire.
San Pedro police were informed that smoke was observed coming out from a business establishment, namely Island Supermarket, which is located in the Tres Cocos area of San Pedro town. The officers responded and did in fact observe smoke coming out of the building, and the personnel from the fire department arrived shortly thereafter and were able to extinguish the fire. What the investigation has disclosed so far is that 2 male persons with the use of force entered that building and they began to set a fire in one of the aisles of the supermarket. Video footages have been retrieved. They are being reviewed.
Family and friends are still grieving the recent deaths of Sarita delivery truck drivers Alexander Crawford and Reynard Garbut, who were killed on the job during a robbery. The truck the two had been traveling in was found parked on the side of the road and the cash pan emptied. The company says the amount taken was likely not significant. Back in November, a similar incident unfolded when a Country Foods delivery truck driver was shot multiple times during a robbery. Fortunately, the victim survived the attack. Businesses are strongly advised to install dashboard cameras in all vehicles and avoid traveling with large sums of money.
I know in the last incident that relates to the Country Meats truck, the way that those culprits in that instance were able to get the vehicle off the road was that they placed some sort of obstruction in the road, and when the vehicle would have slowed down to pass that obstruction, a shot was fired. That was not done in this case. However, the suggestion is that something was done that caused these drivers to pull over and have this incident unfold the way it did. I will similarly want to advise businesses to move away from financial transaction that involves money. Electronic transactions are the safest, and especially so when you do not have a security mechanism in place. This leaves those employees exposed because they are known to be traveling with proceeds of whatever delivery that they make.
ASP Smith says vigilance is crucial when it comes to personal safety. That includes when citizens are entering their homes or roaming the streets.
We still ask that members of the public do their necessary due diligence in terms of taking care of themselves. This issue can only be addressed by a combination of police efforts as well as citizens playing their part in terms of sharing information, and also those citizens being security conscious and alert when it is that they are traveling.
Things can be replaced. Your life can't. Police are urging everyone to put safety first and report anything suspicious right away. Brittany Gordon for News 5.
Tonight, police are still seeking the perpetrators of the tragic double murder of Sarita truck drivers Reynard Garbut and Alexander Crawford. On Thursday night, the two men failed to report back to the company's warehouse in Santa Elena after making deliveries in Dangriga. Their bodies were later discovered with bullet wounds near the abandoned truck near mile 40 on the Hummingbird Highway. It's a heartbreaking loss for their families so close to the Christmas holiday. Assistant Superintendent of Police Stacy Smith shares that the police investigation is still underway.
As it relates to the investigation pertaining to the employees of Sarita's Racino's, whilst we have made some advancement in terms of the investigation, all I would like to add at this point is that the information that has been received are being meticulously reviewed, and we urge persons to continue to come forward with information in relation to this investigation.
A High Court judge has greenlit key evidence in the triple murder case against ex-police officer Elmer Nah. Justice Nigel Pilgrim ruled that home security videos, a boot print comparison, the sworn hospital statement of the late Vivian Ramnareis, and her photo array pic of Nah will be admitted. The judge said the videos are authentic and coherent. The boot print is circumstantial support, and Vivian's statement can safely be held to be reliable when weighed with other proof, even though she can't be cross-examined. Defense concerns over metadata, chain of custody, and warrants go to weight, not admissibility. The case moves forward with all four pillars in play. Here's a bit from Elmer Nah and more from Special Prosecutor Terrence Williams.
No lies in the court, no lies. Full of lies. When I see this tattoo right there, I want to capture this. This right there, when you know the video, the gunman in the right hand, but in the right back camera, this right there. That's how I want to prove the truth.
Well, the judge ruled to admit various pieces of evidence. The statement of the deceased, Mrs. Ramnareis, and video evidence relative to that the Crown is relying on. So the matter has been adjourned for the defense to make further submissions regarding how the Crown has now closed its case. Okay. So it's for the defense to make submissions and the close of the Crown's case, and we take it from there.
Police in the Toledo district are investigating a stabbing incident that left two brothers injured and hospitalized. Stephen and Roberto Pop sought medical attention at the Punta Gorda Hospital on December 14th after sustaining stab wounds during what investigators say was a social gathering. Police report that alcohol may have been a contributing factor, and a female relative has since been detained as investigations continue. Here's what police have confirmed so far.
This investigation commenced on 14 December when officers attached to the Punta Gorda police station were advised that two male persons were seeking medical attention at the Punta Gorda hospital for stab wounds that they had sustained. What the investigators have discovered so far in the course of this investigation is that the male persons were along with a relative socializing, and when they asked this particular relative to depart, she is reported to have broken a pint bottle, which she used to inflict the injuries on these individuals. The relative has since been detained as a part of this ongoing investigation.
Police in Ladyville have charged a 16-year-old in connection with last week's robbery. Investigators say the teen is now facing formal charges as the case moves forward. The arrest follows an investigation into an incident where three suspects armed with a gun ambushed multiple individuals and stole several items. Assistant Superintendent Stacy Smith says police are still searching for two other suspects.
On Friday, 12 December 2025, investigators in Ladyville formally arrested and charged a 16-year-old minor for the crime of robbery. This arrest follows police investigation into an incident that occurred on Wednesday, 10 December 2025 at approximately 1:05 p.m. The report that was made to police is that a group of three male persons were observed accosting another individual, and they later went into a building and accosted two more individuals where they stole from them a number of items, and at the time they had in their possession a firearm. Police responded and they were able to apprehend one of the three male persons, namely the minor, and on his persons they recovered proceeds of that robbery. Police are seeking two additional male persons in relation to this incident.
Police have made an arrest in connection with an attempted robbery in Orange Walk Town. 40-year-old Oscar Arnolfo Calderon, a laborer from San Ignacio Street, is now facing charges after investigators linked him to the crime. The incident dates back to December 9th, when the owner of Bangladesh Mini Mart reported the attempted heist. Assistant Superintendent Stacy Smith says surveillance footage played a role in cracking the case.
He was at his business, namely Bangladesh Mini Mart, when a male person who was masked entered that establishment and produced a metal pipe and made demands of him. The male person is also reported to have raised his shirt, at which time the proprietor said he observed a firearm. As a consequence of this, the proprietor fled that establishment and the matter was later reported to police. The investigators retrieved a number of video footages from various locations in the vicinity, and this led them to executing a search warrant at the residence of Calderon, which also yielded pieces of evidential material.
Coming up, Caribbean sprinter runs aground. 46 passengers evacuated safely. More when we return.
In Toyota, we think that when you trust the timing of your life, life becomes easy to drive. Easy to connect. Easy to start. Easy to make friends. Easy to enjoy. Because if you can trust in a car that's easy to drive, shine, and fit, life is also easy to live, trust, and enjoy. Easy to drive is to live life with the confidence that only Toyota can provide you. New Toyota Rays. Easy to drive, easy to live.
Grandma, we got you some presents.
Merry Christmas, Grandma, we brought you some presents.
Here we go.
Hi, Dad. So, how has she been?
Darling, she has some moments. Some days good, some days bad. Some days she recognizes me, some days she doesn't. But you know what? Love is not forgotten. Love is always there. Always.
That's so true, Dad. You know, maybe it's time for one of those good moments. One of those good days. Hi, Mom. Let's go for a ride. Come. Let's go for a ride, Mom. Come. All right, watch your step, Mommy. Watch your step. All right, take your time. Mom, this is where you grew up. Remember? You used to tell us about playing hopscotch in the yard. See, Mom, now we're coming up to the famous swing bridge. You said Dad used to walk his bike across here with you. Yes, you remember? And look, we're in town now. And we're coming up to your old job, Mom. Now it's called the Lee's Bank. You remember?
Oh, John used to wait for me every day after work.
Oh, Casey. You're remembering. Remember, Mommy? You and Daddy got married here.
Oh, yes. Oh, I was so nervous that day. Oh, it was the happiest day of my life. The first time I saw John, I knew he was the one.
Aww.
There you are, Mom. As I head home, John is all alone with the children.
Yes, let's go.
John!
Mary! Mary!
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, my love. Merry Christmas. Let's go inside, darling. Let's go inside. Merry Christmas, my love. Merry Christmas.
This holiday season, we're bringing back a little magic to your Wednesdays. Join your Belize City Council for the Midweek Wine Down Series, Christmas edition. A festive evening featuring wine, cheese, live jazz, along with your favorite Christmas tunes and spoken word. It's your midweek escape, happening Wednesday, December 17th at City Hall Square on Regent and Albert Streets from 5:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. Bring your friends, sip, connect, and unwind under the Christmas lights in the heart of downtown Belize City. Want to be a part of the holiday cheer? Secure your booth space by calling the Public Relations Department at 280-2308 extension 238 or WhatsApp 673-9055. Let's unwind and celebrate the season together. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
This Christmas is extra special for us at BB Insurance because it's our first. You welcomed us into your lives, and we couldn't be more grateful. Your trust means everything. From all of us at BB Insurance, thank you for being a part of our journey. Here's to many more holidays together. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
But gender-based violence doesn't end in 16 days. Not for the woman afraid to go home. Not for the child listening through the walls. Not for the man who doesn't know how to ask for help. Across Belize, we marched, we lit candles, we raised our voices, and we stood together. Because silence protects the wrong people. But action saves lives. And as the 16 days come to a close, our commitment only grows stronger. A safer Belize depends on all of us, every day, all year long. Let's keep showing up. Let's keep speaking out. Let's keep protecting one another.
Santa called to make sure I'm prepared. Summer came and took off with the spring. So now we start the Christmas caroling. I'll find my way back home and light up every tree. We will hang up stockings for you and one for me.
A Caribbean Sprinter water taxi ran aground over the weekend, prompting an emergency response and the evacuation of passengers on board. According to multiple preliminary reports, the vessel carrying 46 passengers and 3 crew members encountered difficulty while traveling through a channel, a shortcut between Belize City and the Keys on Saturday. Images and videos show the boat lodged in mangroves after appearing to lose control and veer off its normal route. Authorities say there were no reports of serious injuries, but passengers and crew members were checked by medical personnel and 4 were taken to a health facility for treatment and observation. Caribbean Sprinter has since acknowledged the incident, noting that weather conditions, including heavy rain and reduced visibility, may have played a role. The Belize Port Authority and other relevant agencies are also reviewing the incident. Ports Commissioner Kylan Young says the vessel named Not Slow has been dry docked while the investigation is ongoing.
13 December 2025, the vessel Not Slow, bearing registration number BZ0168, currently owned by Caribbean Sprinter Limited, was operating its normal water taxi run. Is 10:30 run from Belize to Key Chapel, Key Carker, and San Pedro. About 20 minutes into that route, through what is known by locals as shortcut, the vessel was passing through that area when it collided into a mangrove island. We are currently investigating this incident to see what caused the issue. Upon getting the report, the BPA deployed its assets to the location to assist. San Pedro, the Caribbean Sprinter also deployed their vessels to assist, and the passengers were safely taken off the boat and taken to their destination. Those passengers that were injured were taken to seek medical attention. For the Belize Port Authority, any incident like this, we would carry out a safety investigation, which requires us to see what was the root cause of the problem, see why this happened, and then how we could put measures in place to ensure that these things are being prevented, whether it's markings, whether it's something from the training from the boat masters, whether it's lighting in the area, something. So we just look and see what's the root cause of the problem and then how we can fix this for next time. If there are infractions against the laws, then of course we would press charges as such. So this investigation is holistic, as from a safety standpoint and also from a legal standpoint.
The Belize Port Authority isn't waiting for January. They've already started renewing licenses and carrying out required safety checks. To make the process easier for boat owners and tour operators, BPA has launched mobile licensing clinics across coastal communities. Those who miss this opportunity will have to pay the usual $150 administration fee plus travel expenses for Port Authority inspectors. Ports Commissioner Kylan Young explains how the initiative works and why vessels operators are being urged to take advantage early.
We have begun renewing boat licenses for the new year. All boats the licenses expire at the end of the year, and so we are conducting our safety inspections and doing license for the new year. And we're starting early so that we have enough time for everyone to have their boat inspected and be licensed for the new year. We have taken this service to the people. Normally you would come here for the service, but we take this service out to the people. It's what Belizeans would know as clinics. So we've done San Pedro, we've done Key Carker. This last week we were in Dangriga and Hopkins. This week we are in Placencia and Mango Creek and surrounding areas. So anyone in the area can go to our team, and we offer full service. It's not just boat registration, but captain license, everything. Everything that BPA offers, we take the service to our people. And so this week we're in, like I said, in Placencia and Key Carker, and we encourage everyone to come out. You don't have to worry about paying admin fee because we're doing it for you guys. And yeah, take advantage of it.
Belize's electric bus project is shifting from pilot to everyday reality, with Westline Bus Company operating 3 inter-district e-buses under a government-backed initiative. At the same time, first responders are upskilling to handle the unique risks that come with lithium-ion battery fires. Starting today in Belmopan, the National Fire Service is launching specialized training to tackle fires involving electric buses and other EVs, part of a push to keep commuters safe as e-mobility expands. Fire crews from stations across the country are training hands-on with a Dutch expert from Fire Isolator, the company behind those heavy-duty fire suppression blankets designed for lithium-ion battery fires. The UNDP is supporting the sessions and supplying the blankets. 6 stations will be equipped with fire blankets, EV disabling tools, and thermal imagers to see heat and make faster, smarter decisions on scene. The initial investment, covering 4 stations, comes in at about $37,000, with more gear to follow. Today's fire service training plugs a crucial gap. EV incidents can behave differently than conventional vehicle fires, and responders need tools and tactics to isolate, cool, and control battery-related thermal runaway. Backing from UNDP and the EU under the broader e-mobility program underscores that safety is part of the transition plan, not an afterthought. Partners include the Belize City Council, Westline, Caribbean Motors, and the Department of Transport. Buses are going electric. Belize's fire teams are going prepared. The government is taking a hard look at new traffic regulations aimed at making our roads safer, and that includes mandatory motorcycle training. Now, the proposed $300 fee for that training raised eyebrows, but Transport Minister Dr. Louis Aboneh says Cabinet is considering subsidies and tougher enforcement to ease the burden on low-income riders. Still, he insists the growing number of motorcycle-related fatalities on Belize's highways is a crisis that can't be ignored.
So the initial suggestion of having training with a cost of $300 was not by itself the all of the idea on how we will address this matter. That was a part of it. And in listening to persons across the country, we recognize, and I'll tell you, within Cabinet, we had some vigorous discussions about this matter with very good suggestions coming out, recognizing that we don't want to be imposing a very high cost on our people, especially those who have lower income, who want to use motorcycles as a means of transportation. And so discussions have occurred in Cabinet with respect to subsidizing that cost in terms of also enforcement. Those are very important aspects. Cabinet recognizes that the Ministry of Transport is very understaffed when it comes to enforcement across the whole country.
The Briceño administration has appointed a special envoy for oil and gas. According to an official instrument signed by Governor General Froilan Salam, David Morales has been appointed as special envoy for oil and gas for a period of 3 years, effective October 1st, 2025. The appointment authorizes Morales to carry out his assigned duties on behalf of the government of Belize, with full rights, privileges, and facilities necessary to perform his functions. His work will fall under the Ministry of Finance, Investment, Economic Transformation, Civil Aviation, and e-governance. After the break, BEL seeks price adjustment after years of stability. But first, here's the latest weather update from the Belize Met Service.
This weekend is going to be massive. Shop at any of our Benny's entity this Saturday and Sunday for our massive X Massive weekends. 19% off plus no GST equals huge savings. Enjoy as much as 50% off on select items, leaving you with even more cash in your pocket. With falling prices and massive deals going on right now, you save even more. And don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make a purchase. Don't have the app yet? You can easily download via Google Play or App Store and sign up to start earning your B-Bucks. So visit a Benny store or Benny's entity near you on Saturday, December 6th and 20th from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Sunday, December 7th and 21st from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Huge savings, no GST. It's the massive massive weekends only at Benny's.
Benny's, Benny's, oh, Benny's, Benny's.
Season's greetings from the Social Security Board. As the festive season fills our hearts with warmth and joy, we extend our heartfelt thanks to you, our valued customers, for your continued trust and support throughout the year. 2025 has been a year of growth and innovation. As part of our ongoing journey to modernize and deliver smarter, more sustainable services, we introduced new My Social Security upgrades designed to make access easier, faster, and more convenient. Looking ahead to 2026, we remain committed to being a dynamic, progressive, and sustainable organization, embracing technology to enhance customer experience and operational efficiency. This Christmas, we celebrate the families, workers, and retirees who inspire all that we do. From all of us at the Social Security Board, may your holidays be filled with love, laughter, and hope for the year ahead.
They're not just Christmas season, they're $1 million season. Because sometimes the biggest blessing come in the shape of a light ticket. This Christmas, the best gift could just be a ticket for $1 million. The $1 million jackpot draws December 20th. Buy your ticket now at any certified Bolida seller on the For We Bolida app or at forwebolida.bz. Go buy your ticket today for a chance to make your Christmas season extra special.
Oh, I need this Christmas time. It's to keep your heart near mine. It's much the way I'm gonna reach you. Every message, every call. I don't need a gift to hold. Just a voice that feels like home when the day is flowing through. Smart's connecting me straight to you. May every hello I miss you, every Merry Christmas too. Through this season warm and bright, Smart connects our hearts tonight. All we want this Christmas time is that feeling so divine. Sharing joy across the nation, Smart connects our families, keeping every heart in touch. 'Cause the season means so much when the data's flowing through. Smart's connecting me straight to you.
May every hello, I miss you, and Merry Christmas find its way through.
Because no distance is too far when we're smartly connected.
Merry Christmas!
Smart, bringing people together.
Electricity is essential for everyday life, but behind every outlet, a lot is happening to bring you safe, reliable, and sustainable energy. Let's start at the beginning. Independent power producers across Belize generate electricity using a mix of renewable and non-renewable resources. Electricity travels across a network of high-voltage transmission lines capable of transmitting electricity across long distances. Electricity then reaches your nearest substation, where it is adjusted to a lower voltage, making it safe to travel on the distribution lines you see in your community. From there, electricity makes its final journey from the distribution lines to your home, providing you with safe and reliable power when you need it. Belize Electricity Limited. We continue to serve you.
Every connection we make is more than just a signal. It's a student unlocking a future through digital education. A young mind daring to dream bigger. Our culture shared with the world in real time. And everyday heroes answering the call of civic duty. When we connect with Digi, we empower Belize.
After years of keeping electricity rates steady, Belize Electricity Limited says it may soon have to raise prices. BEL has asked for an increase of just over 5 cents per kilowatt hour, but the Public Utilities Commission is proposing a smaller adjustment, about 3 cents. The PUC says this is necessary to help BEL recover costs and stay afloat. Prime Minister John Briceño adds that the company has been selling power for less than what it pays to buy it, all while global prices and supply challenges continue to rise.
I have said over and over with BEL, from 2020 when we got into government, BEL has not asked for a raise in rates. COVID, inflation, the heat waves that hit us in 2024. At one time, Mexico was selling us a kilowatt of electricity at $1 US. And when they were cutting off the service to us, BEL had to talk to the big consumers, especially like in San Pedro, the tourist area, who had their own generators. We asked them, BEL asked them, don't cut off on the grid, and then you put on your generator, and we will pay the difference because the price is way much higher than what BEL sells. Now, nobody wants to hear about the price going up, but when you look around, especially in the Caribbean, we are way cheaper than them when it comes to electricity. But the time comes, BEL has been selling its electricity cheaper than what it cost to buy. And I know, member from Mesopotamia, you're the only businessman across there. You will not sell your fried chicken for less than what you pay for the chicken.
A new bill before the House is stirring some serious debate over how Belize attracts and retains judges. Lawmakers are weighing up a proposal that introduces a first-of-its-kind pension plan designed to bring in top judicial talent from abroad and keep our courts stable for the long haul. There's resistance from some quarters. Critics say the plan could give the executive too much control over judges' financial security. Here's a look at how that debate unfolded in the House on Friday.
I understand the reason behind the pension for the judge, that we want to attract more competent judges, that we want to keep them more rooted, longer rooted in Belize, so that they can develop our own legal jurisprudence. My only bone of contention, if there is one, is the vesting period of the 5-year for pension. It's really historic, and it's the first time that this country will see such a short pension period of only 5 years. The public service, they have a 15-year pension period. I think Parliament has 2 consecutive terms, or at least 8 years, so 5 years is a first for Belize.
The bill promises judicial independence. However, it is the executive where who will determine all the critical financial arrangements under this new bill. Salaries, allowances, contribution rates, pension levels, spousal pensions, they're not in the bill. That will be determined entirely by regulations made by the executive.
Very, very important that we move away from this issue of having judges on contracts who can then, you are then at the whim and mercy of the administration. You have to wonder, if I decide this particular case in this way, will they renew my contract in 1 year or 2 years? We have to move past that. And this, I'm very proud that our government, our administration, our Attorney General is leading that effort.
Belize is moving to regulate the fast-evolving world of digital assets. Any items that exist in digital form hold value and can be owned, transferred, or used electronically. A new bill before the House aims to put guardrails on the fast-moving world of digital assets. We're talking strict customer checks, secure record-keeping, and even sharing information across borders. Prime Minister John Briceño says Belize can't afford to fall behind as digital currencies and assets go mainstream. The country needs to keep pace with global standards.
The global landscape for digital assets is changing rapidly, and I know many of us watch American television, and whilst the United States was one of the countries that was almost fully against these kinds of activities and transactions, now President Trump has been I guess pun intended, trumping these new assets, and I'm told even his family has been investing large sums of money in this. So it is something that will take place, and we believe we have to be prepared. Therefore, the Financial Action Task Force has updated its standards, including the recommendation requiring jurisdictions to adopt risk-based measures to regulate new technologies and digital asset services. This is what is known as Recommendation 15.
When we return, animal abuse in Belize City ignites public outcry and reform push.
Consider this your holiday shopping cheat code, because right now Design Depot has some of the biggest deals around. Explore store-wide steals on appliances, up to 25% off tiles. Enjoy 15% off all Sherwin-Williams products, and enter our weekly Saturday giveaways where you can be the winner of an iPhone 17, smart TVs, electric bikes, cash prizes, and more. And it gets even better. Every single purchase you make at Design Depot also also enters you into the ultimate $25,000 home makeover giveaway to be drawn January 2026. Trust me, Design Depot is the place to shop this holiday season. Don't wait, grab the deals, enter the giveaways, and walk out one step closer to that $25,000 home makeover. Some restrictions may apply. Design Depot, all in one place.
It's Christmas time at Brothers Habet and Habet, and we have some great gifts for you, like our signature 15% off all Berger, Penta, and domestic paints, and 30 to 40% off selected and discontinued colors, 15% off all power tools, 20 to 30% off select tiles, 20 to 65% off light fixtures, and 40% off sunlight windows and mirrors. Also, GST free days on December 6th and 20th. Plus, for every $50 you spend, get a chance to win a $500 gift certificate in our 12 Days of Christmas giveaway. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from all of us at Brothers Habet and Habet.
Welcome to a new era of civil registration in Belize. The Vital Statistics Unit is undergoing a digital transformation, introducing new digital services through the Civil Registry and Vital Statistics System, CRVS. This transformation is designed to make accessing vital records faster, easier, more efficient, and more affordable for all Belizeans. The CRVS now offers simplified procedures designed to transform how you interact with your vital records. You can access vital records needed for business, travel, healthcare, and other needs. If you prefer face-to-face assistance, our friendly and efficient staff are here to help. The CRVS now offers both e-certificates and paper certificates. Citizens can print secure certificates at home or request a paper version. Each certificate will now include a unique QR code that can be scanned and verified. The CRVS is designed for all Belizeans, from government officials to professionals, from rural communities to our migrant population. The new CRVS, digitally connecting citizens to all vital statistics services. To learn more, visit our website and start using the CRVS today.
Electricity is essential for everyday life, but behind every outlet, a lot is happening to bring you safe, reliable, and sustainable energy. Let's start at the beginning. Independent power producers across Belize generate electricity using a mix of renewable and non-renewable resources. Electricity travels across a network of high-voltage transmission lines capable of transmitting electricity across long distances. Electricity then reaches your nearest substation, where it is adjusted to a lower voltage, making it safe to travel on the distribution lines you see in your community. From there, electricity makes its final journey from the distribution lines to your home, providing you with safe and reliable power when you need it. Belize Electricity Limited. We continue to serve you.
Oh, I need this Christmas time. It's to keep your heart near mine. It's much the way I'm gonna reach you. Every message, every call. I don't need a gift to hold.
May every hello, I miss you, and Merry Christmas find its way through.
Because no distance is too far when we're smartly connected.
Merry Christmas!
Smart, bringing people together.
Kayo, we have exciting news for you. RFNG Life Insurance is now officially in your town. Now, you can visit our office to pay your life insurance premiums or speak to our dedicated agent, Mayeli, about securing your future with the right coverage.
Hi, my name is Mayeli Hoy, your designated agent here at RFNG Life in the Kayo District. I'm here to help you explore your options, answer your questions, and find the perfect policy for you and your loved ones.
Whether you're looking for life insurance, critical illness coverage, or future saving plans, we've got you covered. Take the first step towards securing a stable and prosperous financial future for you and your family. RFNG Life Insurance, now in Kayo. Visit us today or call to schedule an appointment. Your future starts here.
It's a story that's hard to watch and even harder to believe. A shocking case of animal cruelty in Belize City has sparked outrage and renewed calls for tougher laws. It started with a horse left to die on a city street and ended with an unbelievable act during a football match caught live on national TV. Tonight we look at why advocates say enough is enough and how football authorities are scrambling to respond. News 5's Paul Lopez has that story.
Imagine this, the quiet Sunday in Jane Usher community turns heartbreaking as residents watch an injured horse collapse on the street, fighting for its life. Hours pass, night falls, and still no help comes. By the end of the day, the animal is dead, left unattended and later left to rot, while children play just steps away.
From yesterday, this horse made it back here, and it looked like people say they call for help, but nobody know the answer. And now the horse dead. The only reason why they talk that because I don't want this horse bust front here because animal don't start to eat her. And it would be a bad smell for us the back here. So, and the picnic, you know picnic mischievous. All and then they go check the horse and they talk about the horse eat off fire and as uno co witness and see that no good site for the picnic the watch pan anyways in the neighborhood.
Animal advocates say this is part of a bigger problem. Michelle Redon of the Society for the Promotion of Animal Rescue and Kindness says it's time to get horses out of Belize City, arguing they face daily abuse and starvation. Volunteer Georgia Aranda Lewis agrees.
At this point, me personally, I don't know what else we can do for it to stop. I've complained to City Council, to the police department, and it's like nothing is being done. And it has to stop at some point. It's too much. One of the posts I saw yesterday saying that they should ban horse from the city, and they should. I'm totally agreeing with that.
Lewis says weak laws allow abuse to continue.
The laws are not stiff. Nothing is being done. Whenever you call the police, there is we will go out and check. I'm not sure if they do come out all the time, but I think if they would penalize these youths and make an arrest, take them to court, I think it would cut down drastically.
Spark made similar calls back in April after a horse was attacked by machete-wielding youths. Those youths were dragged before a magistrate, and that horse, Wani, has since made a full recovery and is back home with his owner after spending time in Spanish Lookout under rehabilitation. But the problem isn't limited to horses. Over the weekend, during a Premier League match, a player kicked a dog that wandered into the playing field.
It was painful because he walked towards the dog and kicked the dog. He could have turned the opposite direction and keep going, but he walked towards the dog and kicked the dog.
The player who kicked the dog, Latrell Middleton, has since issued a public apology. According to him, he regrets the incident and says it's not representative of his character. And football authorities, including the Football Federation of Belize, condemned the act. The FFB says the behavior is unacceptable and contrary to the values and principles of football, and that the matter will be referred to the FFB Disciplinary Committee for further investigation.
I don't think it's good enough. I think it's something that he Googled or someone wrote for him. If he could have did a live apology, maybe would have helped, or we could have seen him being really sincere and ensuring us that he won't do it again. But just that typed is not sufficient, and a flag definitely isn't either.
Advocates say until laws are enforced and penalties strengthened, animal cruelty will continue unchecked, whether on city streets or in stadiums. Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
Construction of the Caribbean's first sugar refinery is well on its way. And with it, Belize is set to take a major step up the regional sugar value chain. A $40 million investment by U.S.-based Sucro sourcing is being channeled through Santander Sugar to establish the Caribbean Sugar Refinery, a project that is already under construction and expected to become operational by April 2026. Once completed, the refinery will allow Belize to move beyond exporting primarily raw sugar, plantation white and brown, and into the production of refined sugar, a product that Belize and several CARICOM states currently import. The investment agreement materialized during the Belize Investment Summit and was endorsed by CARICOM through its Council for Trade and Economic Development, COTID. It boosts regional production, value-added manufacturing, and reduced dependence on extra-regional imports. We spoke with Santander's public relations manager, who says this refinery has been long overdue.
A refinery was our plan from the very inception. From the day Santander came to Belize, it was a part of their plan to do a refinery. So that's been on the table for well over 10, 12 years now. So it's a natural fit. So Sucro and Santander then went into this joint venture agreement, putting together some $20 million for this refinery to become a reality. Sugar, as you know, is a tradable commodity. It's on the world market, and we do find that there's a gap within the Caribbean market because no one is producing this product. So all refined sugar into the Caribbean market is imported. We feel that we are ready. We have grown Santander's sugar group to the point where we can now go to that next stage of making a refined sugar for the wider market. The economic impact is definitely going to be significant. You're right in talking about new hires because new Belizeans will be coming on board to ensure that there is continuity. Where the pricing structure is concerned, we're talking sustainability and we're talking competitiveness. So we do believe that it's going to be a product that can be affordable. It will be affordable as well as accessible to all. The sustainability aspect is major for us here at Santander. And we continue to contribute significantly to Social Security, to income tax, to the overall GDP.
Prime Minister John Bersenio has confirmed that a new security firm is taking over at the Belize Airports Authority. The contract has been awarded to Security Alliance, a Florida-based company with an impressive track record. They've been operating internationally since 2001 and currently serve 4 countries. This move comes after the BAA scrapped 2 controversial multi-million-dollar deals back in June. Those contracts, given to iSecurity and 4 Diamonds under the previous board, were cancelled over concerns about improper tendering. We asked the Prime Minister about the new company and what went wrong with the old agreements.
I'm trying to remember the name, but it's a company that provides services, in security services for the U.S. Embassy here. It's probably the only company that really met all of the requirements under the for the contract. Highly qualified. They also have offices in Miami too. So I can't remember the name, but we could get the name to you. I will call and I'll give it to you so you could make that announcement. But it's open and everything, so you can take a look at anything that you want.
What happened to the monies paid to the last contractors?
What monies?
They were given advance payments.
Well, remember they were paid for the months that the contract was in place, and so that's it.
But they weren't actually working for those months.
That's your opinion, but maybe you should ask BB over that. But what is it? Is under the contract they were paid monthly fees, and so when the contract was broken, we were fortunate that they agreed not to sue, because they could have sued the government or BBA. So we were just happy that we managed to amicably settle and end that contract, and now we have a new contract with a company that's well qualified.
Prime Minister John Briceño is setting the record straight about his meeting with Mexican businessman Raul Rocha. Earlier this year, Rocha was charged for alleged involvement in drug, weapons, and fuel trafficking between Guatemala and Mexico. He's also the president of Legacy Holdings and met with Briceño and other Belizean officials back in October 2024 to talk about possible investments in Belize. Rumors swirl that Rocha was eyeing the Southern Deep Port project, but the Prime Minister says that was never part of the discussion.
When you met with Raul Rocha, was the Southern Deep Port something that was discussed in your meeting?
No.
Are you aware that the Legacy Holdings was said to be an investor in the port?
They're not an investor in the port. I found that just like you, when it became public, that they were discussing Legacy. As I told you, the whole reason why we met with this group is because they expressed interest in investing in Belize. And at that time, nobody knew that that there was any illicit kind of involvement from the company. They just bought the Miss Universe franchise for crying out loud, so nobody knew. And I'm sure that even the investors from the deep water port in Dangriga absolutely did not know also. But from what I'm told from Darien, they were in discussions, I think, from about April to about September, which they made public, and nothing worked out. So, as I said, there was no fault. There's nothing there.
Did the Commerce by Port developer prove that they already had the 50 million?
I'm sorry?
For the startup capital.
Well, they did. What they did is said that they have a plan on how to be able to raise it. Obviously, part of the plan is to meet with different investors to be able to get some form of investment. So that was done through the Ministry of Ports, and then came to Cabinet. We had lengthy discussions back and forth. One of the things that we've promised the people in Dangriga that we were going to open that port as far back as 2006, and when we finally found something that we believe that can work, we agreed to support.
Clearing has started on plots in Balama Phase 3, but residents are raising concerns. They say the public street, El Salaso, has been sold off as private property. According to residents, the street is desperately needed for convenience and accessibility in the area. However, the lots that make up the street were sold to private owners about 5 years ago. Albert Vaughn, PUP chair for Freetown, says the government has received the residents' petition to reopen the road and is now exploring ways to resolve the issue. However, residents are beginning to lose hope as development continues to make progress on the land. We asked Prime Minister John Briceño about the situation. Here's what he had to say.
Are you aware of the petition from the residents in Balama to open up El Salaso Lane? That was a street that was surveyed and approved, but it has been sold as private property, and they're asking for that street back.
I think that's something that happened under the previous government, and it has come to our attention. I've spoken to the DPM, and the DPM is saying their technical people are taking a look to see whether it was a road reserve or not. And then you can take it from there.
The issue is that the street, El Salaso Lane, has been taken away from us, and we're here to take our stance to try to make sure that the street comes through, because it is something that is very needed. Everybody says they have an issue, including me. When I come, I have to reverse or turn in my yard. I don't have a house, so I can't do that. But if you have a house in your yard, you cannot do that. So that's the biggest issue.
What are you guys being told right now is the reason why it's not being open?
Well, there was never a reason why it wasn't open, but we need it to open because it will serve the neighborhood. Other than that, traffic will always be a big problem.
Up next, a review of a weekend filled with sports.
Belize, it's that time again. GST-free weekends are back on December 6th, 7th, 20th, and 21st. Just in time for big savings for Christmas. On these weekends, most local retail goods will be GST-free at checkout. That includes frequently bought standard-rated goods such as furniture, appliances, electronics, clothing and footwear, Christmas decorations, curtains, rugs, Marley, toys, and grocery items like seasonings, mixed essences, mixed fruits, and soft drinks. Everything you need to make your December more affordable. And good news for the holiday cooks. Picnic shoulder ham, smoked ham leg, and imported turkey are 0 rated all December long. And before you leave the store, always take a quick look at your receipt. You should see the GST removed or discounted automatically. So that means more savings and more room in your Christmas budget. So Belize, let's shop smart this Christmas season. December 6th, 7th, 20th, and 21st.
Spreading everywhere. Summer came and took off with the spring. So now we start the Christmas caroling. I'll find my way back home and light up every tree. We will hang up stockings for you and one for me.
My great-grandfather, he owned this island. He teach most of the people around the village to fish. And my grandfather took over, he did the same thing, he trained all of us. My great-grandfather, to my grandfather, to my father, to my uncle. I was fisherman. It's fun doing it, it's fun making a living. I was going to school with my line in my pocket. Honestly, never do what you don't enjoy. There's a lot of fish, but the problem is we need patrols, a lot of patrols, you know, because I think there's more fish going to Honduras than what's going this way. Because you could go out any given day out there, you find the people right in the reserve now. Went back 10 boats and up to 18 boats used to come. You know, we tell them leave, they tell them cut your throat. So we used to just let them be.
But a thriving blue economy cannot exist without effective monitoring and enforcement of our ocean space.
The plan is As part of this national strategy is for us to curb all those illegal activity. The Blue Bond project has facilitated us with a number of equipment that will assist us in that moving forward. And this has been done collaboratively, and the role has been given to both Fisheries and Coast Guard to execute so that we can collectively meet all the requirements for the Blue Bond agreement.
Well, they should have did that a long time. You know, we need that. I want to take care of this. I grew up off of this, and I want to die doing this.
It's all about the longevity and the future generation. The whole Blue Bond concept and everything ties into that. Compliance, conservation, at the same time ensuring the livelihood of fishers.
You patrol it, you take care of it, or have it for long. Well, I think we have fish forever. Believe me. Now that the rules get tighter and tighter, we have more and more.
Unwrap the joy of crystal clear picture and sound from Aiwa, the brand that offers you affordability and exceptional quality. Aiwa has a wide range of exceptional products to choose from, such as TVs, speakers, headphones, home appliances, and much more at affordable prices that won't break the bank. Enhance your audio-visual entertainment experience with Aiwa, and for your convenience, parts are readily available in country for hassle-free maintenance. You can find Aiwa products at your local electronics store countrywide. Choose Aiwa, the best in home entertainment and household appliances.
Oh, I need this Christmas time. It's to keep your heart near mine. It's much the way I'm gonna reach you. Every message, every call. I don't need a gift to hold. Just a voice that feels like home when the day is flowing through. Smart's connecting me straight to you. Every hello I miss you, every Merry Christmas too. Through the season warm and bright, Smart connects our hearts tonight. All we want this Christmas time is that feeling so divine. Sharing joy across the nation, Smart connects our families, keeping every heart in touch. 'Cause the season means so much when the data's flowing through. Smart's connecting me straight to you.
May every hello, I miss you, and Merry Christmas find its way through.
Because no distance is too far when we're smartly connected.
Merry Christmas!
Smart, bringing people together.
Good evening and welcome to this week's edition of Sports Monday. I am Paul Lopez. We begin tonight's coverage by sending well wishes and a speedy recovery to the Chief, Santiago Castillo Jr. He took a nasty spill on Sunday while participating in the annual Weekend Warriors Ham and Turkey Cycling Classic. But according to the chairman of the Weekend Warriors Club, Troy Gabb Jr., even with a broken rib and a punctured lung, Castillo has been in high spirit while hospitalized.
So what happened around mile 11? I think there was a crash that happened in front of him with 2 or 3 other guys, and he was just right behind and get caught up in the little spill, which caused him to went over the handle. Because of that, I think he has a broken rib, which caused a puncture to one of his lungs, which it was quite a scary yesterday. It took a while he got through the birth, and then it took a while for them to get there. And by last night, he was his usual self, high-spirited. So he was much better.
And like any other cycling competition, the race went on. Brandon Catus ultimately won the race in the male category. His sister, Kaya Catus, took home first place in the female category. And from cycling, we move into some basketball action. The Inter-Office Basketball League ended on Friday night. Ministry of Health and Wellness Belize Tax Service team took on Bowen and Bowen Brewers in a best-of-3 series. B&B Brewers went into Game 2 on Friday night up by 1 game. And folks, they did nothing but dominate the competition in Game 2. The Brewers finished the match with 78 points. Their biggest lead was 33 points. They made 30 points off turnovers alone. So the Bowen and Bowen Brewers are 2025 IBL champions. Here are some remarks from tournament MVP Joshua Westby.
Well, I feel good. I win it. Second year, I win MVP last year, regular season, no finals. This is how I'm set up for be.
What?
Birthday too. I win it for my birthday.
Now, what it took for your team to be so dominant in this finals? What did it take?
Lot of work. 6 months of work out, training, coach, get me in a shape.
Bowen and Bowen Brewers were led to victory by head coach Troy Gabb Jr. Jiu-Jitsu is one of those disciplines that rarely gets the spotlight it deserves, but since the formation of a national team, several Belizean Jiu-Jitsu fighters have been making waves across the region. Most recently, the national team competed in the Baha'i Open 4 Jiu-Jitsu tournament in Mexico. After an impressive showing, they brought home 8 gold medals, 7 silver medals, and 5 bronze medals. We spoke with a couple of the fighters.
Winning gold in Mexico was a huge honor and proud moment for me. Competing internationally and coming out on top does speak volume as it pertains to our level here in Belize. Jiu-Jitsu has been a part of my life for the past 4 years. And in that, all that preparation leading up to this competition has prepared me for what I have now.
It was a fun experience. It was very nerve-wracking because, to go outside of Belize and compete and represent Belize, it isn't something that you take lightly. You go out there and do what you have to do. It was a very fun experience. Honestly, it was a tough match.
In high school sports, the National Secondary School Sports Association hosted its national tournament over the weekend inside the Orange Walk Sporting Complex. The 2025 high school basketball champions were crowned following 2 days of intense competition. Maud Williams' male team won gold after defeating Sacred Heart College 59-41. Russell Bailey was recognized as the most valuable player. In the female category, Bishop Martin High School were declared national champions following a dominant victory over Georgetown Technical High School. The MVP award went to Jazara Pascual. And finally, for tonight, Belize's national female under-15 volleyball team secured a bronze medal in the 2nd annual Central American Volleyball Invitational. Belize's Miley Armstrong was named the best libero and best defense. The games were held in Managua, Nicaragua. Well, folks, that's all we have for you in tonight's coverage of Sports Monday. Catch you in the next one.
Before we leave you tonight, here's tonight's viewer's voice. On our first story, BEL seeks price adjustment after years of stability. Lencha Rodriguez commented, "Did you not buy Fortis so that Belizeans pay a lower price? If we have a prime minister that doesn't know math, what will become of this country?" On the topic, animal abuse in Belize City ignites public outcry and reform push. Fran Watts shared simple fixes, animal cruelty laws, and make a law that prohibits horses in Belize City. Anyone breaking that law should be fined and jailed. City Council should do this. So very sad to see this poor horse. Thank you for engaging with us online. Your voices shape the national conversation. Keep those comments coming, and we'll continue to feature them right here. And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at greaterbelize.com, on our Facebook, and on YouTube. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us, and from all of us here at News 5, good night.